And so it's going to be interactive, so we want you to participate in the conversation. So he's going to be asking for questions that you may have and express any things that you want us to talk about particularly, and then we'll be able to do that as well. So the conversation will be guided, but we want you to be interactive, okay? So don't just want to sit here and talk at you. We want you to be a part of the conversation. And it's pretty much about today's society, how we're going to achieve in today's society, what are some of the tools that we need to achieve in today's society. Okay, so without further ado, this is Javis Taylor. We'll come to you guys.
Thank you, thank you. In 1977, a young man was born. 2 parents, a 2-family flat type of setup. The door that they entered into was at the back of the house. They didn't have many means. They were not impoverished to say that they didn't have jobs or anything like that. But they were hardworking, but they still didn't have the success that they would like. So there was always dreams. There was always hopes. There was always determination that they had within themselves to see a better life for their family. If you have your sheet of paper, I would like you to write in a vertical column, future. F-U-T-U-R-E. Future. And give yourself some space in between the letters. So this young man, he grew up. At about 7 years old, he contracted what they call cat scratch fever. He stayed in the hospital in between life and death for about 7 days. He lived. He left from the hospital, continued to live his life. Before he got 7, he had a little brother that was born. They were 4 years apart. Raised up in the same household, same parents. But their lives ended up taking 2 totally different paths. Tonight we're here to talk about parental involvement. And based on the attendance and based on the parents that's here, you're already involved. You already play a role in your child's life. So if I could have the students and the faculty to join with me to just give you guys a hand of applause for being here. I know that may seem simplistic, but as a parent, your duty and your job can go without appreciation. You can sacrifice finance, you can sacrifice time, you can sacrifice effort, and never have that thank you sincerely from your child. Anybody know what I'm talking about? So these 2 boys grew up together with the 2 parents. The parents had a decent relationship, but they went on extreme highs and extreme lows, to the point to where the brother saw a gun pulled out on the mother, a broken nose by the mother. One night, she was bleeding, and she had a dry towel, so not the small face towel, but a dry towel that was full of blood. Drove herself to the emergency room. And the son sitting in the car, and they watched their mother in pain, in disappointment, and in despair. By the age of 18, the oldest son chose to leave from home after having graduated high school and went into the Air Force. The younger son continued his high school career until he got to the 10th grade. Got introduced introduced to a crowd that led him to being involved in drugs. Led him to raise up to his parents in disrespect. During this period of time, the parents themselves were having troubles, so they decided to divorce. A few years later, the older son continued his career in the Air Force, got out, had family, started to raise children. The younger son at this time had been in and out of jail. The younger son also decided to drop out of school. On that first letter, which is the F, let's write family. So, the younger son, in and out of jail, in trouble, dropped out of school, and involves himself into full-on drug gang, back and forth again with the police, disrespectful to parents, got kicked out several times. Tried to make a different choice in where he was doing door-to-door sales for a particular cleaning company, which allowed him to travel a little bit. So he went from state to state. They would just jump out, stay in a hotel, jump out, and go in a neighborhood and would try to sell cleaning products. He tried that for a period of time, didn't like it, he decided to come back home to his familiar surroundings, ended up getting back with the same people. Family. When you think about family, what does family mean to you? Is it the blood relatives that you have? Is it the extended family of cousins and aunties and uncles? Or do you consider family community? One of the main points that we're going to make tonight is that family extends beyond the blood that runs between you guys' veins. Because as you and I know as adults, sometimes family can be your worst enemy.
Yes, Lord.
Sometimes family, the term doesn't mean anything between a brother and a sister. Or, at that point, a mother and a child. It's based upon the choices that we have in life, and those things that we make, whether we are able to enjoy the benefits of those choices, or we reap the repercussions of those choices. So, under your next letter, let's talk about unity. So, while in the Air Force, the older brother sends for the younger brother to try to get him out of their lifestyle. The older brother was stationed in Hawaii. He sends for the younger brother, he flies him into Hawaii, they stay together during the summertime. He tries to show him a different life. But sometimes you can take a person out of the ghetto or out of a bad situation, but the ghetto is within that person. The bad situation, that the activities, the desires, that mindset remains with that person, and you can take them across the world, and they still will find the same type of people in a completely different setting. So he gets to Hawaii, and he starts making trouble on the Air Force base. So the older brother eventually has to send the younger brother back home. About 10 years go by as it relates to this younger brother. And the older brother at this time is out of the Air Force, has his own family, started a business, and receives a phone call one day while he's meeting with a client. One of his cousins called. Hey man, have you talked to your brother? He just got shot. I just saw him laying in the middle of the street, the police all over the place. So the older brother immediately ends the meeting, light and arrives at the back in the city where they were from. Goes rushing into the hospital to see family around, to see friends around that he was involved with. And he's at a point. He's like, okay, I got family here, but the person that this guy, my brother, got shot with is standing right there. He's standing right there. How could you allow this to happen? So here goes the story. They decided to go take a trip. They were riding around. Both of them had felonies. For some reason, the cops had got some kind of awareness that there was some burglary or theft that was going on in the area. So they started beefing up patrol, looking at the cars, paying attention to what was going on in the neighborhood. So as they were coming around a corner, the police saw them, pulled up behind them, pulled them over, supposedly for a routine traffic stop. The friend says to the younger brother, man, I got a felony, I got a gun in the car, I can't take the rap. I can't go back to jail. I just got out. So the younger brother decides to grab the gun. He said, man, I got it. So he grabs the gun. As soon as the police comes up behind the car, he jumps out with the gun under his shirt and starts to run. So he's running. The police tells him to stop, to hold. During this time, he had already called for backup. There were 2 other police officers in cars coming towards where they had got pulled over. The younger brother continues to run. At one point, he drops the gun. The gun falls out of his lap. Instead of continuing to run, like me and you would do listening to the story, right? He turns around to go pick up the gun and tries to continue to run. The police that was coming towards the traffic stop tells him to halt, pulls out his gun, and fires off 3 shots, 2 of which hit the younger brother. One of them hit him in his buttocks, which went through and struck him in his lower spine. So he was paralyzed. The other one took a piece of his thumb off. This story is about my younger brother. And I'm the oldest brother. From then to now, you would think that he changed his life, that was one of those transitioning points in his life that allowed him to be able to make better decisions. But it didn't. So, after getting paralyzed, it took a while before he regained some mobility. So he regained mobility from his hips down to his knees on both sides, but on his left side, from his knee down, he's still paralyzed. No feeling, no anything. So he's able to walk, but he has to swing the leg in place.
Hello. Oh.
You guys
Sorry.
can go ahead and have a seat.
Oh, wow. In the middle? Yes.
All right. So from that standpoint, you would think that he would make a better decision. He didn't. He did regain some mobility, but he's still to this day in and out of jail. We talk about family and how family can be there to support. Family doesn't necessarily have to be blood. Family doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to love each other at all times either. Sometimes we have to back up and allow family to be family.
Yes, Lord.
So, for instance, still do two totally different types of things. So, tonight's objective, and what you already know, is that you're here so you're involved, right? But that involvement has more to do than just your attendance here, or your appearance, or you showing up. The staff here at Bridgescapes is your family also. Because what they're doing is they're imparting time, they're imparting effort, they're imparting resources, instruction, giving your children, your students, the opportunity to succeed. So as parents, as guardians, we have to make decisions that's going to be beneficial to the whole. And what do I mean by whole? This is where the part of unity comes in. So let's stand up. You could take a hand to your neighbor. You're not going to make this a church session. But look around you. The person that's standing next to you may be of blood and maybe not. But you're all here. And the students that's in this room have the ability to succeed with your assistance. So if the outcome of their student's life is the success, not of what we see in our eyes, but what they have purposed in their heart. Because I believe that all of us have a purpose. We just didn't by accident end up here. So if I have a purpose, that means that I have something to fulfill. And if I fulfill that, that success comes as a benefit to everybody that's in this room. And so let's talk about family as it relates to community. This community right here stands together to bridge the gap between what a father and a mother can provide and can't provide. The resources that a father and a mother may have or may not have. There are connections. And the hand that you're holding right next to you is a connection, regardless if you acknowledge it or not. So the only way for us as a people, as a community, as a family defined by community, are able to enjoy the successes that we can all benefit from: less crime, more financial gain, opportunities that arise for each and every one of us. In order for us to be able to embrace that, we all have to partake as a family member to help the success come forth for each one of our students. Here now, as well as take this mindset to do it in your neighborhoods. And that may be difficult. But the thing is that when you set your mind to something, there will be people that's attracted to your type. They will find you. So it's special to have family. Family that goes beyond blood. Family that goes beyond just a daily conversation or communication that you may have with that coworker or with your next door neighbor. True family means that I got your back. I'm concerned about you, and I want to see the success out of your life because it benefits us all at the end of the day. Okay, you may be seated. The T. The T stands for time. How many of us have heard or know people that always got an idea, always something that they're going to do? Anybody know that person? One day I'm going to do this, or one day I'm going to go here, or one day I'm going to do this, or one day I'm going to build that, or one day we're going to have a big house, or one day we're going to do this, or we're going to travel, or I'm going to take you on that vacation one day. There was a woman, and her name was Shyam. I met her in 1999. She was a accounting department at a large water company in southern Illinois. So she helped manage the books, made good money, made over 6 figures a year, did pretty good for herself. She was single, but she took care of the kids. She loved the kids. She raised them as they were her own. And so, as time went on, there were kids that come through the program, they would graduate, they would go off to college, and they would come back and they would visit her from time to time. They would come see her and say, "Hi, Shyam, how you doing? I'm doing good. I got kids now. This is my daughter. This is my son. You did a great and amazing job in raising us and imparting wisdom and giving us direction during the years where they struggled." Because they would go to her to talk about the things that they wouldn't even talk to their parents about. And sometimes it's difficult for a student to tell the inner workings of the heart, the difficulties that they face on a daily basis, to come and share that with somebody that may have some harsh words to say to them about the decisions that they're making and the people they're around. And sometimes it just comes from prejudgment. You know, you might be wanting to talk to your parent about a friend or how you feel about a relationship or something like that, and then the parent, because of past history and their own issues, because all of us have them, tells their students, like, "No, you need to stay away from this person." But the connection that these two have together are something that if you try to destroy it and separate it, it's going to make them come together more. I know that sounds wild, but all of us have done it. So Shyam, all these children that have raised up went through the program. All those times that she's spoke life into a dead situation. The kid many times felt like committing suicide because of certain things they were going through at a period of time. And she ended up at one point leaving the job to pursue a business. But during that time, there was a break in when she was working for the company and when she was on her way to her next occupation. So she worked at the church. Throughout the stresses and the struggles that she experienced while doing that transition, one day she ended up having a stomach ache. She went to the hospital. Now, the thing that she was on her way to was that of having an after-school program to be able to help youth transition and be able to get resources to be able to help them along their way towards the success that they had in their life. So the dreams and the goals that student was trying to achieve, she was trying to help them transition from one place to another. So while she went to this doctor's appointment, the doctor gave her bad news. The doctor said, "You know, we found cancer in your gallbladder, and it's terminal." So this person lived all their life with these hopes, these dreams, these goals, imparting and depositing within the youth, in her community, pouring into their lives, giving them tools and resources to be able to achieve success, speaking to them when they were brokenhearted, when they were at odds with their parents. And then she contracts cancer. Now what? Now what? All of the dreams, all of the goals, all of the things that I wanted to achieve, the good things. She lived a good life. We just buried her a little bit over a year ago. Almost a year and a half. And she is part of the inspiration of why I do this. Why I go and I speak to schools and I talk to the youth about about decision making, about making a transition out of one place and going to another. Not that I've achieved all this success and I'm great and I believe that of myself. Just as you should. But the thing is all of us are on a journey. And time is something that a lot of us say, I can do that off in the future. That I have time to get to that goal, or I have time to spend with my child after I work another 4 to 6 hours, or after I finish this particular project. I'll address that with my child at a later time. But I stand before you today to say that you don't have time. That the things that you have to do, you need to do now. The words that you need to say to your child. The student that's in your house, that's studying you, you need to say now. Many of us have had the same thing happen within our family, within circles around us, where they've contracted a disease or they got sick in their past. It's a troubled thing to stand and watch a person go through the process of trying to just live. All they want to do is live. To have one more day to spend with you or me. To have one more day to hug their grandchild. To have one more day to take that trip. To have one more day to make an impact on their community. There are a lot of people, a lot of gifts, a lot of dreams and goals that lay in fields of monuments, statues that have names and birth dates and death dates. They died with them, those gifts, those dreams. So why should you be involved now? Why should you remain involved? Not only in the child's life that's here, but how many of your nieces and nephews, how many of your cousins, or some other family member that's outside of your household can you be there for? If we believe in community as family, then how can we do today and not put it off, but be involved in another youth's life? Because that example, guess what? It's going to transfer to the student that's sitting right here in the room. They'll be wanting to do more for other people than just for themselves. And the problem with society is that it's become selfish. It's become, what can I get out of it? What can somebody do for me? It's a take society. So what are we going to do to transition it? What are we going to do to make this different? The you, the next letter, is useful. I mentioned purpose earlier. That means that you're here on purpose, not by accident. So that means that your activities, your success is useful to the community, our big body of family at large, right? If you went to a garage or in your, let's say you're in the kitchen, you open up a drawer that's supposed to have spoons or forks or something to eat with. And let's say somebody took that away from you. You didn't have a spoon or a fork. You didn't have a plate, but you had a ready meal that was in a pot. How would you eat? What was that? You either have a pot? Well, you can wash your hands.
Wash your hands.
I said, well, you could. You ain't got no soap.
Then you gonna be showing dirty person.
there and look at a big pot of food go and spoil, you're going to do what you got to do to eat it. Because you need nourishment to stay alive. Right? It's a simple concept, but the point is that you're going to make happen what you choose to make happen. And in this life, and in this community, in this society, the only thing that happens is based on those that choose to make it happen. Society don't change just by itself. Somebody made a choice to stand up and be a difference. Somebody made a choice to say, hey, look, I'm going to get involved, or I have an idea to lead this, or I have an idea to do this. And that's what created the change. You know, when I was young, and some of the students, y'all might not know nothing about this, but TV used to be just black and white. For real. And at our house, we had a 10-inch screen. So all the family came in, sit and laid on the floor in front of a 10-inch screen, black and white TV. Can you believe that? Yeah. It wasn't no iPod, no YouTube, it wasn't no laptop computers. We didn't even have a computer. It was too expensive. And then you get one and you don't even know how to use it. I'm serious. Right. No cell phone. And when they first came out, they were so expensive and they looked like a big brick. It was just a big, yeah, you had to carry it in a little satchel and all this other stuff. Like you had a briefcase and it was just a phone. But that was the reality. But somebody had an idea, right? Somebody had an idea to create a cell phone. Guess what? It ain't been that long. Amazon.com wasn't even thought of. It wasn't on Facebook. All of this transition has happened because somebody took an idea and made usefulness out of it. And it benefited us as a whole in society. Now, I can order a phone online and have it to me because I got Amazon Prime in 2 days. How about that? I don't even got to go to Walmart to go get it. All of these things come because somebody had an idea and made usefulness out of it by executing the idea. So the R. The R is for resources. Resources. Everybody say resources. Resources. Everybody say resources. Resources. Right? You like that, right? Yeah, absolutely. It's a song that it's kind of don't make sense, but it's catchy. It's like spin a check and get it right back. Oh, y'all know what I'm talking about? Some of y'all know what I'm talking about. Some parents like, I don't know what you're talking about. Spin it, spin it, something like that, right?
Investing.
Right. And so the thing is that what they do, or what this society has perpetuated, is cash, money. That's the answer to everything. In some ways it is. Without money, you couldn't be here tonight. You have to figure out a way to get on the bus. You got to pay for it. You can drive a car, you got to pay the car note or put some gas in the car. Didn't nobody push a car here. I understand that, right? Right. So the thing is that in order for us to make things useful, in order for us to do it in a certain time period, we have to have a unified effort that engages everybody with resources to be able to accomplish that goal, and it benefits the family as a whole. Did y'all follow that? Yes. The only way for us to, out of one situation, to transition to another, we have to have resources. The resource is not always finance. The resource can be a good connection. That's right. It's me knowing you, and you depending on me, and I depend on you to get the goal done. The end result of that's going to benefit you and I as well as everybody else. So, there are resources that don't know or have knowledge that they're out there, then how can they get connected to it? There's a need right here. This guy, this girl wants to go to college, right? They have an average GPA, so they may not have had the ability to get the scholarship that's going to fully fund the college that they're going into. So there's a disconnect between the resource and the person that's in need. And our ability to gain information is multiplied by all of us being involved. So the more that you know, you're able to pass it to the next person and say, hey, look, I heard about XYZ that's going on over in ABC, and they got this going on. And so Junior can go over there and check it out, and they may be able to help him out. Connecting the need to the resource is something that we, as a people, as a community, as a family, have to continue to do. Because what's going to benefit your child is going to benefit my child. So we have to connect the resources. The last thing, the E, is education. Education. The traditional way is a little bit outdated. We have parents that have told their kids, hey, I need you to get up, go to school, graduate junior high, you go to high school, you graduate, you go to college, you go to, after college, you get out, you find a good job, man, you living a life. How many know that it has become a lie? That is a straight up lie. You know why? Because they failed to remind you, they failed to educate you on the point that finances have to get you from point A to point Z. So, let's go back through that process. All right, this child is in elementary school, right? He's doing good. A lot of us did good. Straight A's. You know, first grade through 6. I'm good. Then get to junior high, you get introduced to more people. You get introduced to more people. You get involved in extracurricular activities that distract you from your education.
Yes.
And your grades start to decline.
Yes.
So then in high school, you're like, dang, I gotta go to college. Let me get it together. Alright? So you start trying to fix it and work it. You're doing a little bit more investigation on your grades. You're trying to stay on top of things. You graduate high school, then college is there, and they're like, yeah, we'll take you on. And guess what? You can go 4 years, and you ain't got to pay nothing up front. You ain't got to pay nothing up front. So what we gonna do is we gonna put you on this student loan, and guess what? Your parents got a co-sign for you because you ain't got no job, man, you know? So guess who in debt? The student and the parent is in debt. And this student then went through the first couple of years, and they like, God dang it, you know what? I thought I wanted to be this, but I think I want to be that. So instead of finishing the degree path they originally started on, they switch. Now guess what? You got a new set of debt. Yes, because now you got additional classes you got to take. You got to change and transfer maybe from one school to another that may or may not accept the credits from the last school. So I'm telling you, the resources that we're talking about, that is very important to educate that student along this process before they get into debt, because that is keeping us bound. You graduate college, you get out, and nowadays you can't even find a job that's going to support the degree that you went through school to get. I went to school to get this job, and then you're going to tell me that I don't position and ideology. Students today look at college like, okay, yeah, I want to do that, but I understand I got to have a side hustle. So you got all these students and young guys that's starting businesses online, being entrepreneurs, doing things outside of the norm to get to that place to where they can sustain their family, where they can provide for themselves, and not be in the same situation that they saw their parents in, or their auntie or cousin, or one of their siblings be in. So let's break what traditional education is supposed to mean. Because guess what? This right here is education. We have to change our mindset about what education is and what it isn't. Because the student that's outside of these walls, that's in the street, they're getting an education too. It's an education about the police system, which is the judicial system, how you in and out of jail, how they're using tickets and fines and court costs and all these things to promote themselves and to get a bigger, badder car to then go arrest you in, or a new weapon to be able to shoot you down with. All points of life have an educational component in it. Some of it is negative and some of it is positive. But you have to choose the difference. So tonight, you're looking at future. Your future. The future of the community of family. The unity that's within this room. The time that you have. The usefulness that you should and you are to this society. And the education that you're able to inherit. I hope that you look at the person beside you as your future. Young or old. You're here today. You're here right now to enjoy this time and to be able to say things that have not been said to the one that you love, to the one that you appreciate, and to the one that you respect. I appreciate your time.
You forgot the resources after useful. You said, well, you forgot to say, don't forget the resources and people that are around you. You know, you went straight to education after useful. So you forgot resources. Use the resources that's around you.
All right.
That's y'all.
Right. Forgive me. It has been a pleasure to be with you this evening. I hope that you received something. I hope that you were inspired. I hope that you see a little bit different about what your student is facing for their future. They have to make decisions as it relates to finance. What's that next step in my education? What's that next step in my bonding with the staff in the school? Because we are all